Good evening. Tonight I just wanted to go through the albums I listened to this month or last month in July. Give my quick thoughts on them. I know usually I do like a tier ranking, but I'm going to try something different. I feel like sometimes I just ramble on a little too much doing that, so I'm just going to do quick edits and just say a quick piece and keep on going. So we'll start off with I guess not number one, because I'm not going in any order. Like, this is not going to be like a worst to best or anyway. It's just pretty much like, hey, I listened to it first, I guess, and kind of do sort it in like a database and everything. And then I, do all that, and then I'll just say my piece about it and keep on going. So the last one could be the worst, it could be the best. I don't know. All right, so we'll start off with B. Dolan with Fight Naked. So I like the production on it and the rapping overall. Majority of it, though, I was not really, it just wasn't really hitting with me. Especially the track, What Is Unveiled, the Founding Wound, sorry. It was too much for too little, to be honest. And I thought the closing track would have hit harder, but it didn't for me. So, yeah, I'm taking a 6 out of 10 for it, though. It's kind of meh. SML, Spontaneous Live Music, or Spontaneous Music Live, so I'm already messing it up. It's only 2 tracks, and while mostly entertaining, I did find myself bored at times with it. Just wrapped up into repetition, and yeah, even though I can acknowledge the talent here, I just was like, yeah, it's just too much. I just don't see myself coming back to it. So, but like I said, I want to acknowledge the talent. So I'll give it a 7 out of 10. So yeah, I did like it overall, but I'm just not going to be going back like that. Yeah. Temples with Bliss. I knew of them back when they were doing like mostly psychedelic rock, which, is still here and mixed in with like psychedelic pop. I do get a lot of like Tame Impala vibes. But I say a lot of people don't really care for it, but I did, and I found it, especially the production and the riffs and stuff like that, would be very good. Lyrical content, didn't really do much for me, but still, I think this is a pretty good album. I really did like it, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Matt Proxy with Trojan Horse. So, I like the rap rock elements to it, the chipmunk vocals, noisy production. I think it's worth checking out. I feel like he's a talent that's coming up to keep an eye on. So yeah, an 8 out of 10 for me. I really do like it. Dramatic gothic metal with great guitar work and vocals. So yeah, I liked it. So 7 out of 10. King Carson with Experiment. Yeah, this thing is too long, bloated, full of filler. Yeah, it just shouldn't be made, to be honest. I'm giving this a 5 out of 10. I did not like this. Still Remains, Spirit Breaker. Now, this is a good little EP. I like some of the production choices on this one. The electronics mixed with metal guitars and strings. I thought that was pretty good. So I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Now, with Confessions 2 coming out, I decided to revisit Confessions on the Dance Floor by Madonna. Yeah, this is an awesome album. Excellent production on it. Vocals are really good. It's just a sticky album, so I'll give this a 9 out of 10. I think it's great. Madonna Confessions 2. So I do prefer Confessions on the Dance Floor more, but this is damn close. I'm gonna give it the same score, 9 out of 10. I did think I loved it. I thought it was really good, great. Highly recommended. It was always exciting, all the different dance beats and acoustics in her voice. It all sounds good to me. The lyrics are pretty a lot of times. So yeah, it's great. A great album. Check it out. All right, next we have Rob Bonfiglio, the Over Under. Don't really remember much from it. I did write down that I'm giving this a 6 out of 10. I'm pretty meh on it. I did save a few tracks off of it, but nah, it's not something I'm thinking is even really good, and not going to be returning to it anytime soon. Girl Trouble As Is. So this album is a compilation. I didn't know that at the time going in, but I could say this band is not for me. I did not like the lead singer's voice, and I was pretty bored with the whole thing. In fact, at this point, I mean, I haven't seen what else I'm going to be coming up with, but at this point, it was my least favorite of the month. So 4 out of 10. Jack White, Frozen Charlotte. I know a lot of people were saying that No Name was a better album than this. Is just like a lesser version of that. I feel the opposite. I feel like I like this better than No Name. It is repetitive with the chugging and everything, but otherwise I think it's a good garage blues rock album. So 7.5 out of 10. Deep Purple Splat. So this one is a great album. Probably one of my favorites from the month. Yeah, from the organ to the guitars to the vocals, I think this is an awesomely played album. I'm giving a 9.5 out of 10 for this one. It's probably going to be one of my favorites of the year. Layla, New Avatar. I was pretty disappointed with the Pink Pantheress feature. But the rest of the album, I did think it sounded interesting, mixing the genres, different genres together, subgenres. But it's just not fully kicking in for me. I do like it. I just don't think I'm going to be returning to it very much. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Slayer, Avant Nova. So I like this EP better than Half-Blood Bloodlust, which I did like, but I do like this one a lot better. I think every song on it is really good. The only one I was kind of like, only quarter really that I liked on it was Switch My Swag at the end. I like that a lot. So I wouldn't skip anything off of this. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, and I look forward to seeing what he does in the future. Yay. Earth Tongue, Dungeon Vision. I did like it. I just don't like it as much as a lot of people do, so I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. The Melons in Color. So this album was done in the style of a 60s TV show. I wanted to like it more, but I was just kind of felt meh on it, so I'm giving it a 6.5 out of 10. Naomi Sharon, No Sleep in Paradise. I found this album to be very generic. Only times it got really interested when she stepped outside of those boundaries. But that whole album felt safe and mostly boring. Yeah, it's just not good overall, I would say. So 5 out of 10. Switchfoot, Forever Now. What even is this album? It's so like roller coastery, from being good to being boring and lame to going back to being good and becoming super cringe. It's just, it's not good. It's not a good album at all. In fact, I said that, I think, I can't remember what album I said it was the worst of the month, but this one I think takes that crown. So I'm giving this one a 3 out of 10. And the reasoning is there were so many songs I outright disliked more than just was bored with. This is outright like, nah, I don't want to hear this. Yeah, 3 out of 10. It's trash. Burn it. The War and Treaty, the story of Michael and Tanya. So the War and Treaty, I think, did a pretty good job on this album in parts, but not enough for really to save me or for me to really even say I could like the album. But there are some standout tracks on it. A lot of the features didn't do much for me either, so I'm thinking a 6 out of 10 for me. The Rolling Stones, Foreign Tongues, is the Rolling Stones just on an autopilot. While I do think I like this one better than Hackney Diamonds, and there's some moments in there that kind of nudge it up from being just meh, so I'll give this a 7 out of 10. I still think it is mostly good, so yeah. Hawken in a Fever Dream. This is an EP, and I did like it. I just think it got repetitive, so that's my big issue with it. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Nia Archives, Emotional Junglist. Now, I think this is the first, it is the first Nia Archives album to actually catch me. I do like her genre bending, and it's just an entertaining album. Some good, Sam feature I thought was really good. It's some good stuff on her, some good singles. So I'm thinking a 9 out of 10 for this one. Yeah, I thought it was really great. Protest the Hero Within. Yeah, this is my first Protest the Hero album. I know I've been recommended to do a deep dive, and I plan on it. It may be a while though, but man, the guitar work on this is stellar. The vocals are crazy. The lyricism is so good. There's so many symphonic and epic parts of this whole album. So yeah, it's one of my favorites of the year too. So 9.5 out of 10. I love this one. Pearl and the Oysters, Monkey Mind. Now, while I can hear the talent in here, I don't know. I don't know if it's just a bright, poppy kind of sound to some of the songs that just did not click with me all the way. Even though I could hear the talent in the band. So, I'm just going to say a man to it. So, 6 out of 10 for me. Jalen Naganda, Doctrine of Love. Yeah, I want to be nice to this one because I feel like effort was there. There's some talent there. It did not grab me at all, and I felt it was so bland and just did not do anything for me. So yeah, lyrics didn't do anything. Musicianship is there, but it didn't feel like it had anything to it though. So giving it 5 out of 10. I did not like it. It just it pushed it into not liking it for being mad, just because I was just so like I could see it, like the potential, but it does not do it for me at all. And maybe they'll change. I'm hoping so. Stevelacy. Oh yeah. It sounds like a question mark. Anyway, this is probably the best album from Stevelacy I've heard, to be honest. It still could use some trimming though. It probably would have made it better, but for me it's a 7.5 out of 10. charlixcx Music Fashion Film. This is probably my most played album of the year. My analytics probably are not showing that very well though, because it's only a 30-minute album, so it's so quick, and so maybe that's why I could take doing multiple listens at a time. It just goes by so quick. But this might be my favorite Charlie album ever. More and more I sit with it. I want to go through her discography again. I know I liked it better than Brat though. I did like Brat a lot, but I did not like it as much as everybody did. Like, I did not think it was a perfect album. And I don't even think this one is either, but like 2007 doesn't really click for me too much. It is growing on me, but it's not. It's my least favorite track on the album. Some other ones did grow on me, but overall, I think it might be my favorite of hers. I do like the rock elements to the songs. I spent a lot of time with this album. Yeah, I've listened to it so many times. So I am thinking a 9 out of 10. I do really, really like it. Yeah, it's a good album. Check it out. Yard Act. You're gonna need a little music. Instrumentation on this album is pretty good. Lyrical imagery as well, but I just found it not clicking with me. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it will in the future, but right now it's not. But I could see and can acknowledge the talent. So 7 out of 10. I do think it is worth saying I liked it. But do I really like it? Don't see me going back to it. So I still want to give it a 7 out of 10. There's nothing I really think is bad. But Alex Cameron, late to set. He's always been a peculiar, strange singer. Do like his voice, so lyrics is good. Crazy titles to some of these and the lyrics too. But I like the genre style tryouts and like I said, the instrumentation. So I do think it's a really good album though. So 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. The Who, Hun. So there's some good moments on this thing. But overall, it's a pretty stellar album. I probably would have just put it as an album I like because there's some really good stuff on this. But man, that transition from Warrior Chant to Lost Soul just killed it for me. I hated that so much. It was jarring and sickening, to be honest. Left a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know. It's too. It just grossed me out. So yeah, 6 out of 10 for that. Yeah. Heretic, Shape of Things to Come. Boring. Pass. Yeah, 6 out of 10. Twisted Teens. Blanking on the album title, I didn't write it down, but it's their newest one that came out this year. It sounds very organic, wholesome punk country garage rock fusion with the weird bend. But I thought it was really good stuff to it, though, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I did really like it. Cheek Face Podium. I liked it. I think I'll give it a 7 out of 10, but that's after a few songs built it up. It has a kind of a rough beginning, and it picks up. But the lead singer's voice kind of grates me. It's very, but cakish. And, musicians don't really feel like it's their style. They're just like they're copying other people's stuff. So, that's how I feel right now. And that is it. So, join me tomorrow morning for another song of the day, an album review maybe, or song review either. Maybe Thursday. We'll see. Have a lot going on right now. But yeah, song of the day for sure will happen tomorrow. So, never know what you're going to get. Didn't know we were going to get Roxette this morning. Kind of funny to me. I was thinking about it. I was like, man, we did all this sampling of Swedish music. And then, Roxette, Swedish band, comes in weeks after not being chosen as a representative of their country, which is a random pick thing. But anyways, you never know what you're going to get. Be surprised. Join us. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share. Help me get my subscriptions up. Hit the bell. Hop the video up. And join me tomorrow for another song of the day. Sorry, I'm very sleepy. Just want to knock this out. I've been planning on doing it for days. My AC head went out, but that got repaired today. So, yay, Arizona. I put up a map today. Everything was red. It's like being in hell. But anyways, we'll see you in the morning. Bye.